Myself, Ankita K. Tiwari from LG Institute of Engineering and Technology from IT ICT department. I am going to take a session from the subject, that is cyber crimes and mitigation. The subject code is 3163213. The module that we are going to cover in this session is module number 5, that is network security. In that module we are going to cover today, the topic is Wi-Fi weaknesses. So basically from the first word, the question arises, what is a Wi-Fi? So basically we know what is a Wi-Fi. That is, Wi-Fi is a mode of wireless technology, basically, which is radio waves, we can say, for its data transmission. And compared to the other Ethernet connections which are already available, Wi-Fi paved the way for a new dimension in internet access. So it is no doubt that Wi-Fi network is easy to install and easy to use. Basically, all are doing in our today's life. All people are using Wi-Fi at a very priority basis and on a very keen basis so that they can have an access to it. Now, even most companies are placing wireless LAN cards, we can say, in the desktops before selling it to their customers. So basically, when we talk about Wi-Fi is a connection which is available in order to use internet through hotspot. So basically, when we are using Wi-Fi, we are getting many options in order to connect it and a very good speed. So everybody is switching from the LAN ports to the Wi-Fi connections. For that, we are using wireless LAN cards, which is installed at your systems as well, and in the desktop itself or the laptop itself before selling it, because before getting it, we are already having it. So this is what the good need a customer wanted, and it is basically used. So here, first of all, we'll talk about what are the advantages. Before discussing about the weaknesses or the disadvantages, we are going to study what are the advantages of Wi-Fi. Because disadvantage come with the advantage itself, and advantage come with the disadvantage itself. So basically here we will discuss about some of the advantages, that is convenience. Convenience from the word itself, we are already knowing it. Wireless networks. So it's very convenient, almost allows multiple users to connect through the same network. So it's very convenient. Everybody can use through it because it is in the same network. In a fraction of seconds, within seconds, without any configurations, we don't have to configure it. Connections can be made through the router or a hotspot technology. We are already using mobile hotspot in our phones in order to connect to the Wi-Fi. So this is the thing which has been come with the Wi-Fi only, and it is a very good thing which has allowed multiple users to connect to the same network. Now, with respect to that, this ease of use and the convenience is not present in the wired networks. So basically, when we talk about in a wired network, it takes more time to configure and allows access to the multiple users. Multiple users means many users at a particular time if they are using the same network. So whenever we are using it in a, it takes more time because we have to we have to make the wire connections. We have to connect that wire to our laptop or desktop or the machine. So basically, these things comes at a very takes more time at a very less speed. So this is what the things are with the wired networks, and wireless connections within seconds it does it. Now, second advantage is mobility. Now, as long as you are in the range of a Wi-Fi access point, with Wi-Fi, you can try out your regular works from anywhere, like from anywhere which that you want to spatially with the mobile devices. So basically, when we are using Wi-Fi in the mobile, you can use the mobile at any particular destination. You can go anywhere. Means I am traveling also, I can use the Wi-Fi connections if we are having the internet connections. So basically, Wi-Fi is a very good thing. If one connection is having it, everybody can share it using the mobile hotspot and can use it. So this is what the advantage is, that is mobility, can move from one place to another place without any configuration needed. So you don't have to always sit at right in front of the computer. Means I don't have to sit in a particular PC front and to get the internet connection. We can get the internet connection and we can do the things anywhere better, wherever you want to do. So such work includes like which of the works, like bank transactions. Basically, we are doing internet banking, we are using it. Apps, we are using it. To transfer money, we are using it. So email sending also. See, email sending means we are sending mails, checking mails and doing workouts and checking work report. So basically, our work report, it is not like that. Okay, I can do at at one place only. I can do that at any of the place wherever I want to sit and I want to work. So that things are also there. Third is productivity. So regardless of their location, we can say staff of a company can accomplish their assigned task with a Wi-Fi network. So regardless of the location, means wherever you are there, staff of the company can accomplish their assigned task. We always know, and we already know, many people are working in IT firm, and in the pandemic situation where that corona we are having it, many people have got work from home in the IT field. So basically that how they can do it if they are not going to office and they are doing the work. So they are doing it with the Wi-Fi connections, the networks. By using the connections of Wi-Fi, they are using the laptops, mobiles, and taking the your system in your system as well, not from the company's PC. You can install it on your local machine also, and you can have a use of it. So users who connect to a Wi-Fi network can experience different ranges of speed as they move from one location to another. That depends on the network connectivity, how much it is secure, how the way it is secured. So that thing comes whenever it comes to the speed. So that is a different concept. Also, there are least chances of experiencing technical glitches, technical things, the technical drawbacks or the technical faults that are already occurring with the wireless connection. Technical fault means the wire connection is loose, the wire pin is broken, or the connection is not good. So that things are already there in technical issues that are least, because wireless connection, it is not there, there is no need of wire modes, physical connection is not there. So as a result, staffs can be more engaged and be able to deliver their timely targets and work. So basically, the targets that is being given to the employee can be achieved because the staff will be able to move more engaged and will not be involved in such of the other things that is done with the wire connections, and also enhancing the overall productivity of the company. So basically, when we talk about the advantages, the other advantage we got is deployment. Now, the installation of a Wi-Fi access point is relatively easy. How compared to a wired network connection? Also, there is no complexity of cables being run in different locations, also in different operating switches. So think of setting a desktop. Initially, think of setting a desktop within the network and connection in a workplace. Means taking the desktop with the network in connection at a particular workplace and setting up it. So installing a new Wi-Fi router is easy rather than fitting a complex cable network. So basically, when we talk about Wi-Fi access point, it's relatively easy with compared to the wired one. Because why? The complexity of the cables, the connections, the cross connectivity, and the wires being meshed up with each other. They have to separate it, and so you have to check whether that point is there or that point is there or that point. You have to check each and every point. So that things are being removed. And thinking of setting up a desktop with the network connection in a place where you are installing a new Wi-Fi router is easy. So basically, this is the thing that we can have it as an advantage. Then after that, we have expandability. So expandability, if I will say, then adding new user to a Wi-Fi network means both users are already there and they are using it. And if we want to allocate a new user to it, so how? It is an easy task because he just have to put the hotspot mobile on and the network will be there. So no need to have any other connections. We have to just include the passkey or the authentic password. With the proper wireless LAN credentials, more users can access the Wi-Fi network. Many users, a group of users can have the access to the Wi-Fi networks. Additionally, there is no need to install any type of equipment. Basically, after that, we don't have to take any hardware or any part of the system. All they can done with the existing system itself. This significantly saves time and the effort of the client. So basically, this is a very good thing that we can have it and we can are in a need of it. So it is in need also and we can do also. So basically, there is no need to install any type of equipment. We don't have to have any hardware, and so we can expand it as many scale users as we want. So this is what the expandability is with respect to that. Now after that we have cost. If I talk about cost, compared to wired network connection, we need to buy that wires, we have to make the connection, we need to have a person of that. So wireless networks offer significant advantage in terms of cost and labor, because especially when installing a new Wi-Fi network, you can cut down the expenses in wiring also and maintenance. So out of these, the bigger expense comes under the writing part. That is, since very less number of wires are used here, it can save bigger amount in company's overall budget. Okay, so basically this is the very big thing, a cost. A cost is a very big point wherever we need to compare anything with one technology to other technology. So cost is a very important point where we need to have an look on it so that we can take a better option. So basically when we talk about wired network connection with wireless network connection, and we terms about the cost. So basically from the word itself, wiring needs costing, maintenance needs costing, because we need to have a man to check, and we need to have the wires as well. If one wire get damaged, we have to buy another one and all that things. Yeah, so that things are removed, and basically we are switching to wireless technology more. We are not going for the wire connections. So this is what the advantage is with respect to cost. Now we'll talk about the disadvantages from the word itself. Disadvantage means the advantages that we have will have some disadvantages as well. Any technology we are using it, we are having advantage also and disadvantage also. So these are, we can see that Wi-Fi weaknesses are there. Security. The first weakness that we have is the security. Security is a very big concern. Even though many encryption techniques are taken by the wireless networks, still the Wi-Fi is vulnerable to hacking. And we know that due to its wireless nature, it has been a high chances to being hacked, especially the public Wi-Fi network. But of course, because passkeys are very easy to crack, the hackers are in a need of it only. They are just watching, and they are just watching the moves. They are just taking the different IDs and just cracking it. Since the public Wi-Fi networks are open for anyone, okay, so hackers can impose their fake networking ID. They can have a fake network, and if we click on that and suppose we get an access to it, the hacker can get access into your system as well. So without consent, users many consent to this fake ID and fall into the category of cyber attack victims. We have already discussed what are cyber crime, what are cyber crime criminals, who are doing it, how they are doing it, victims, who are the victims. So we are already knowing all these things. So security is a very big concern, and it is, we can say it is a disadvantage also for using the Wi-Fi, because there we have only the passkey and the name. If we are accessing the fake hacker ID, and we have click on it by chance and we can get access to it, then that person can get the access to it. The cyber criminals have a watch on it. So these are the things that we need to keep in mind as a disadvantage. We can say that after security we have range. So range offered by a Wi-Fi network is limited and typically around 100 to 150 feet. So while it is sufficient for a normal home, it can actually be a problem for building structures. Now why we are doing that? Because the strength of a Wi-Fi network will be reducing as you move away from the access point, correct? Okay, so range is a very big thing. If we are having a particular range of, it means 100 to 150 feet it is, and if we are going above that range, the Wi-Fi connection will be lost. And if we are doing any important work, anything most important, if the connection is lost, everything will be lost. That data will be lost, connection will be lost, and data will not be transferred, or you will not get the information, or whatever you want to do. So the strength of a Wi-Fi network will be reducing as you move away from the access point. So since the building are multi-story, the strength of the Wi-Fi network can be varying at a different floors. So this cloud weakens the company's workflow. So basically, depending on this, the range offered by the Wi-Fi is 100 to 150. It's an basic range which is given by the Wi-Fi, and so this is the drawback also. We can say that range is a very big concern, and as we can say, Wi-Fi connectivity. So the third disadvantage is speed. Course, the speed of a Wi-Fi connections are far more slower than a wired connection. We know that because speed matters a lot. We need to have a great speed so that we can access it and we can transfer the data or we can take the data in very fast conditions. So around 1 to 154 Mbps speed is there in the wired connections, which are not there in Wi-Fi connections. So this is just one device connected to the dedicated servers, and this may look like fine as long as there are few devices connected to the network. And the moment when there are more devices connected, you will experience a drastic reduction in the speed. And we know that if we are increasing the number of users, the range of users will have a more connectivity usage. So that what of course will hamper the speed, and speed will get down. That means your speed will hamper it. So this is what the things are, and this is very common, and this we need to have a look on it, and we are knowing it. So speed is also a disadvantage. After that, reliability. So a Wi-Fi network works in the frequency of 2.4 gigahertz. So this frequency has high chances of getting hindered, due to which the electromagnetic waves and the other forms of obstacles can come. So as a result, we can say that you may frequently experience connectivity issues. Means connection is lost, that you can have it. And weak signal strength means the signal is not strong, we are having poor signal. So that things comes in our system if we are using it. So especially during large file transfers, the signal can get interfered. So these are the things which we can say it is a disadvantage of the reliability in terms of reliability. After that, we have health issues. Now the most important, there are certain conspiracy theories about the Wi-Fi that it causes, that is health issues in human. So some of them have facing cancer, insomnia, and apoptosis, same as the effect which is caused by the microwave frequencies, which we are using it in the microwave. So and also it is advised for pregnant women not to get exposed to the Wi-Fi signals as it releases electromagnetic radiation. So these are the health issues which can be caused from the Wi-Fi. So these are the different advantages that we have learned, and different disadvantages. So here we have done about the advantages and disadvantages of the Wi-Fi networks that we are using it with respect to the wired network that we are using. So here the comparison can be done with the wired and non-wired, that is wireless connections, and we are knowing the advantages and disadvantages of the Wi-Fi connections. Thank you.